Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Code Vein, where we want to explore the dried up trenches because this is the only place left.
I can't turn away anymore. Come on, let's hunt down the source. You wouldn't come back after falling down there. I see something.
There is an item over there. But we wouldn't come back after falling down there, I believe you with that.
Let's both take it nice and steady.
I am a bit rusty. Okay.
That's quite valuable. Let's
It's
use
just
it well.
a lost shot.
Watch your step here.
Freezing cartridge. This guy
Take this!
wants to jump back down, yeah?
Not bad.
Green iron. I see one around the corner. Don't you worry, I've seen him. I also saw this guy. Anti-slow, which we don't need. I mean, it would have been great for the other boss, but I really don't care about usable, consumable items. I'll never use them, so... I mean, if they're not life gems, which I do use. Region inducers, as they are called. We could jump down to that. Let's go the normal way now. I see a red thing up there. I could concentrate.
How do you think you get there?
Another wake.
Which way to go?
Yeah, there's several ways to go. And I really want to jump down to there. It seems like the most logical next step. Where does this line up? Where we can't go. So we'll have to go here.
Crap.
These damn straight drops, they really throw me off.
You're back.
Yeah. Again.
Take this!
Got daggers. And this is where we dropped the last
One
time.
problem solved, huh?
No! Did I take my soul? Yeah.
How do you feel?
That's important. We're trying to accrue a total of 36k to get to 200 sword mastery. That's why it's important that we get our souls back. I want him to sneak up behind me. Neither do I want this guy to sneak up behind me.
Take this! Did you pick up something we can use?
I am. It's upstairs. That's why we pick it up, yeah. I'll go over here where I can stand freely.
Not good enough.
Just need to change to caster and attack him once. Maybe that's what I would need some daggers equipped for. But I don't like to clutter my quick item slots with stuff like that. That's for mapping purposes.
Don't look down too much.
Yeah, I know. I know how your fight works with looking down. I have that. Where does this go? Why don't you stagger? At least on the second hit. Thank you, Lewis, for helping. Oh, I didn't see that that was a rifle.
That went quite well.
Another Queen's Iron. And we go up here where we get the red item.
You're expected to pull your own weight in this squad.
Who's that?
Wait, that's...
Darkseeker. Darkseeker's new. Oh, up there. How to get up there? From over there somewhere. Okay, we'll have to jump from somewhere to somewhere. So we'll need to look out
I'm on my way.
even more for verticality in this map. Oh, this attaches here. Okay, so not that. Definitely not down there, and that's a jump that we're definitely not gonna make.
Watch your step.
But from here,
that?
we might go down the other side. Nope. Okay, so it's coming from offside. So this might be this walkway that comes down here might be the one that attaches to that item. But that may come from over there, where it attaches to the other thing that we saw there. Which we'll jump down to from here. No, we just go to it. Okay. It's an item.
That's quite valuable. Let's use it well. This terrain doesn't favor us.
Hyper concentrate. Like number 72 or something. We have a lot of them. I am
Be sure they don't
basically
flank us.
not using Iker ever. Unless I'm not in a boss fight. Where do you come from? You come out of these crates that I marked
Are we
for
done?
destroyage later? Okay. Could use one of my Estes. Okay. That's where we just jumped down. This has nothing. Could go around the corner. This leads to a lower place that we always can jump down to from the upper places. Let's go back to the upper places. Around here, and then right. Then forward. That's where we jump down. Okay. Can we jump down here? No. Can we jump down here? The answer is yes. And yes, that's a part of the map that we haven't been to yet. Okay.
Looks like it wasn't a dead end.
Okay. There is a ladder up here.
Wanna head
but
up? Don't fall.
That's-
That's better.
That's bad. I definitely wrote that, but whatever. They like to delay their attacks.
I'm impressed. What do we have here?
Another broadsword. This time not a completely destroyed version. We have like a lost broadsword, and this is now a broadsword. Which might be a different weapon. Which says to me that Murokasama, or however the weapon girl is named, something with M and S and K. Okay, we've been there. We need to go over here. Yeah, that's where we saw the red item. Getting lost shard. This is where one of the guys jumped down towards me when I grabbed the item. Now we'll have to climb down here. We already saw the big guy, so it would be nice to have help here. Oh! Thank you for teleporting. Let's do the backstep for once. Enjoying the nice stroll down the line. To freaking yeet him off the cliff. Or one-shot him. That's a region inducer. That's the item that was lying here before, and a Queen's Iron, so nothing too fancy. I'd like one of those items that ups the healing per Estus use. We have been told that those items exist. So there's a lower and an upper path. Let's take the upper path, because jumping down is always possible. Do we have our... Yeah, he's with us now. Come over here. I don't like to fight near cliffs. Especially since your sweeping attacks can yeet me off without making any sense every now and then. With like... the attack going from... being a swing from left to right, but the swing also catapulting me left.
Did you pick up something we can use?
It's an and an inhibit cartridge. That's another resin type. I saw the guy behind the crates. Now we get the elegant fountain pen. We had fountains in like the park, so we might have to bring that there.
Take care of whatever's
whenever
concerning.
I am ready with my stuff here. No, so it's a gift item. Yeah. So we'll need to find someone with a taste for architecture. I don't like that my roll is short because my weapon is big. I mean, at least I know why my roll is short, so I'm not confused on why this game behaves differently now than it didn't. This destroys, yeah? And this destroys. And this destroys. And this destroys. And this destroys. No. But we could jump down there, which is a new path we haven't seen before. It might be skipped though. Oh, there's a freaking lot going on here.
I don't want to run into any enemies around here.
Yeah, the problem is around the corner there's a freaking enemy waiting for us. Pick up a lost Badish and then we can climb down a ladder. So the drop from the other thing would have led us here? No. Fast guy. It's the first time we saw one of these guys alive. we saw bodies of these guys, like having important items or items a few times.
It's
That's the
open.
first time we saw one moving. Raven fatigues, that's another one of these. Weight would be better. But scaling is worse. I
Aren't you
like
gonna
the
grab
scaling.
I'll have to take good care of that.
Region activation factor. And that's the item I just talked about in this episode. Region activation factor enhances the regenerative power of the Estus flask. Good. This level is still a mess though. Because I have still like 5 paths that I want to return to. Backtrack to. Some point. This is a blood cartridge. We could also jump down. Blood cartridge will have like blood attack resin, basically.
Lost overhead.
Overhead? Where? Freaking there. Okay.
Why here?
What? Why here? Okay.
That's better.
That's not the one you marked, but okay. I assume the second one will also jump down when we go for this item, which is a homeward bone. You, come down
I
there.
sense hostiles overhead.
Yeah, I sense him too. But that's also not going down towards... This is going to bottomless pit. We could jump down here. That was an option. But was that back towards the place where
Don't
we've
lose your
already
footing.
been? No. No, no. But this will go behind the cave where the guy is. So let's go there. Yeah, this leads up. See the item? I see the
This
item.
doesn't look connected to any other paths.
Yeah, but this does look like a trap. Whatever.
It's open. That's quite valuable. Let's use it well.
Knight Spear. Sounds Dexy. Yeah, it's Dexy. Weapon 2 mobility normal. But I would lose a lot of my my strength with the attack. That would make my roll fast when I use my favorite two-handed sword. That was just a wick, but that was just the appetizer item. Oh! How that? How that? From where? How would we get to that? The other thing was down there, wasn't it? It was a ladder down and then around the corner, so it doesn't go towards the thing. Now we need to look at this
Sorry.
again.
I'm on my way.
Was there like a hidden way up here, in here? No, this just gave us the ability to look there. So some other part of the paths must converge there. That's towards new territories. I see a red thing upstairs with the guy with the two-handed big sword. We haven't been here. We've looked down there. We haven't been here. Have we looked down here? Yeah. So this other option. Okay. Don't like your reach sometimes. How did that miss? I'm like using something the size of a car to hit an enemy. And I'm missing so much with it. So this drops down. Lost shard. Okay, where does this drop down to though? To the place that where I wanted to return to, maybe? Yes. That's a new enemy kind. Yeah, we've been up there. We guarded a chemical light. And right up there, that guy is the last guy we saw, I think, before we chose to go the other path. I think there might be another one. Okay, this is how far we went around this path. Good. Okay, paths converged. Nothing else to go for unless we find something to drop to from this cliff. Haven't seen anything. Always be mindful about verticality in this game. Oh, we dropped here. Yeah, so this totally different.
You've used a lot of healing. Can you still go on?
Yes. Okay, this thing is what we can use to go on to further reaches of the level. But for now we want to go here.
Quite a gathering, isn't it?
Oh, we're on the other side of that now. I'd like to approach that from the other side. Aha, yes. Now that I'm running around here, I'm finding this place again, where I destroyed all the chests to have the ability to go down, but then I never went down. I assume this goes towards the one red missile that we haven't activated so far, well, but seen. I'm pretty certain that I rolled that, but whatever. Okay, let's dagger.
Did you pick up something we can use?
Some queen iron. Yeah, this is where one of the guys jumped down to me. Almost fall off. And we got the map now that we've explored the place completely fully. Fully explored the place, nothing else to go for, but then we get the map. Perfect. So now we're approaching this place from the other side here. It's the exact same place we would have come from the right there. Pull him back, pull him back.
Not good enough.
Every single one that we get is good. That guy over there looks like he has problems. Oh, that was a backstab, an accidental one. At least I have removed the freaking camera effects for that. They're like single player only special camera effects for these attacks. where you like get a slowdown and bullshit attack for your bullshit attack, but it's really just taking my time,
No more
nothing
healing?
else.
Just don't push yourself too hard.
I still have 2 life gems, don't worry. Okay. And this is where we've been already. Like, until right here, and then the enemies got marked with all the red things. Okay. I just got a ladder added to the map from here. Where would that be? Over there somewhere. I don't see a ladder down there. But, okay.
Those blocks used to be an artificial reef.
Those blocks used to be an artificial reef. Over there, that was an artificial reef once, okay. I want to go here. Lost shard. Lost shard. This leads to additional content, while this leads to main content, I think. Okay, let's think about putting in other stuff to master. Oh, we don't have other stuff to master there. But instead of this, we can... Okay, we've mastered everything. Good to know. So we don't need to care about the mastering stuff. We have to go up there using a ladder coming from inside. So let's try to go down here, where there's enough place to the left and right to avoid an enemy. This is big enemy plus chest. This is going back. I'm hearing enemies, but I'm not seeing enemies. Let's go over there. Big enemy plus chest. 2 big enemies. He's behind me. Everything's fine. Did he just buff himself? I have no idea. I think so.
What's that?
Got that guy good. That's not the attack that I did. That's the attack that I wanted to do to open the fight.
That's quite valuable. Let's use it
Queen's
well.
Iron. Box his head in a wake. Chest
What do we
has
have here?
a riot breaker plus 3. That's a rifle type weapon, which we won't use. And then over here should go towards. That's an half-formed lost. That was still like half a human. Interesting.
I'm glad we bumped into this.
Oh yes, I'm glad that we bumped into
It's
this.
well hidden. This is just what we need.
Activate our missile. Everything got added to the map, which tells me that we got everything. First go up here because there was an item and I don't want to respawn the enemy that spawns up here.
This is perfect. Let's survey the area. A map of the depths. Davis would be very interested.
Town of Sacrifice. We got a new depths map. That's interesting. And powerful spices. That will be a gift item, won't it? Yes. Just says Town of Sacrifice. Nothing, no more information here. Okay. We'll have to give it to Davis at some point, but for now we can go back down. And we'll explore the rest of this tomorrow. For now we'll go teleport back. I'm pretty certain I missed something, because for the Dark Seeker thing we only got B and not A. We'll see. With the Assassin, A was also pretty late in the level. More importantly, we need to find his core first.
Take care.
I overheard something. You're able to read blood code and incorporate it into your own?
Yes.
Fascinating. It would be an honor for you to take mine. I'm curious to see how you handle it.
And we got his blood code finally. Hermes. Fine balance between melee attacks and a variety of useful gifts. Okay. How is the baseline of it? Weight limit is pretty low, which will not allow me to use my weapons anymore. None of them. So I don't really care what it's about.
The depths are a complex of open spaces deep below the mist that formed in the battle against the Queen imprisons us. And the lost and the miasma, it's only natural that people would turn their eyes downward, and the depths are necessary for our future. The organization I belong to, but the fighting my... Your life is your greatest asset.
So most important thing now is go for Atlas and learn the two-handed sword mastery. So now we could either go for the firm stand one, which I'll definitely also want, or for one of the other ones. No, let's go for a level. One level. Here, guard drain rating up, as if we would do a guard drain attack. I don't even know how to do a guard drain attack, so we're going for two-handed sword mastery. Where I hope that the two-handed sword that I use counts as a two-handed sword for two-handed sword mastery. I really hope. And that it doesn't count as a hammer like the axe. That doesn't count as a halberd but as a hammer.
Hey.
So let's head to the
This is all we've
depths.
got for available routes.
Yeah, the new one is the Town of Darkness. The other ones are done so far. Town of
It's
Sacrifice.
unexplored territory from here on. Take care.
Let's see whether this looks different. The first two looked like the first area of the game. Yeah, this is more... Okay, something new. Where you can look into the distance. So first of all, we see a door. Do we need 2 or 3 keys?
Good to be with you.
3
Won't open?
keys, okay. We see 1, 2, 3 passageways. Let's do 1 this episode. The problem is, game is saving weirdly at weird points.
Might be better to move forward instead of debating here.
Game's saving really weirdly sometimes. I lost like stuff that I had bought and thought, oh, we got a lot of new shards at one point while we were in the Valley of Defilement.
Good enough.
How did your attack break mine? I was wielding a two-handed greatsword. Those things, this has momentum. And yet this has a momentum you can't stop with a small little sword. You can like try to redirect the momentum, kind of a parry. I get that you can parry a big sword by shoving it to the side so that it misses you and then you can stomp upon it. So I get all of that, but you can't really break. You can't really break an incoming sword attack by hitting
Check that out.
the wielder. Yes, I thought so. When did I... Sometimes I'm confused by them not starting their attacks, just the attacks hitting me, without I am seeing them ever starting their attacks, especially with bullshit like this, where their movement is an attack. Like the sweep. It's like a panic move where let's like just run away, turn around, and then do a sweep attack just to get rid of enemies if I'm not feeling good about the amount of enemies that's around me. I mean, I definitely have like a special thing for that. Oh god, big guy.
I'm not sure.
Lost Invader's presence
Pick
can
up
no longer
something
be
we can
fed.
use?
We can get the hammer, but this is most important.
Wait, that's...
Hermes. Part of Davis again. And more useless items that I can sell, like extra sunset swords, halberds, and stuff, while we go on exploring the level this way. We saw that it continues to the right, so this must be a dead end. Oh, these guys, we saw them just once.
Movement. Be careful.
Jumping up from the abyss near the parking lot. That's a stun cartridge. I like the look on their face when they get hit because of the mask they're wearing. It looks so funny.
This should be useful.
This is my key. So the other side will have the boss fight. I don't really like the boss fights in this, because in these dungeons, because they don't really give something. What were blood markers? I don't remember them.
Make sure you're good and ready.
You can mark stuff on the map as a consumable item, yeah. Who cares for that? Here, there are a lot of them now. I tried to change lock on, but whatever.
That's better.
That's not the attack I wanted to do, but whatever. Every time I say that's not the attack that I wanted to do is because I pressed right bump and X at the same time, which is supposed to do this attack. But that takes some time to go off. Sometimes it just doesn't wanna. Thank you. Dogs are fast. I like that I can one-cycle them with my with the attack that comes from my fighter fighter coat, the blood coat that I use, fighter. It has this triple attack where I like go up into the air, which I have on right trigger and X. That's not the attack that I did. This is the attack that I wanted to do, the one that one-shots them. Also, they drop items every now and then.
That's quite valuable. Let's
Okay,
use
we
it
don't.
well.
Aha, that's where the end is. So this guy. Dagger. Lost shards. We've been... let's look into the corners to be certain. Okay. And then go towards the boss arena.
I won't take long.
It's like little things that always look like a bit like side paths. We'll definitely have to look at the map once we acquired it. Whether we did miss something or not. Seems that we didn't miss anything. There's this like one square on the map that seems unexplored. We'll look at that when we go back. Okay, 2 of these guys. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's... That's not the one that I wanted to use. What? When did I press right? Use the life gem instead of the Estus flask.
Not good enough.
It's like, why are these framed as bosses if they are normal enemies? Give them more health if you want to frame them as bosses. I mean, yeah, they drop more shards, but that's not what makes a boss. What makes a boss is that it's supposed to be a challenge. And if the boss isn't a challenge, then why? It's this thing. Can we loot the dumpsters? No. Okay. Good. So we're going back to the missile. Does LBRB do something? No. Always have to shake button combinations that I haven't tried before, like right bump and A. Right bump and A. It did something. X and then right bump and A. Oh, okay. Aha. Remembering stuff from the tutorial. I freaking didn't activate the missile in the middle here. Okay, rest here. And hope that the save symbol shows up, because sometimes it just freaking doesn't. Okay, for now let's go one more level in. Good. So, 2 more paths to go, which will go at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. Have a nice day. See you then.